Hey everybody, I want to field a very common question today. So I probably get asked this question no less than half a dozen to a dozen times every single week. And the question is, where do I start? So where do I start in government contracting? Because a lot of people, whether they have been in business for a little while, a long time, whatever it is, they get into government contracting and it's just very confusing. So where do you start? The first place you start is finding out who buys what you sell. That is priority number one. And the way that you typically look that up is you just go into sam.gov. Used to be beta.sam, now it's sam.gov. Create an account in there. It's free. You can go and search in the data bank and find who buys what you sell. You can use NAICS codes, keywords, all kind of cool different things to do that, to find who buys what you sell. The only other thing that I would say that might need to be done first is you need to decide on what you're going to sell, because some people sell 5 to 10 to 20 different things. And so if it's a product or service, you need to narrow that down, and that'll make your searching a lot easier. But you need to find out who buys what you sell. And once you start finding out which agencies buy what you sell, then you can zero in. And I recommend no more than 3 agencies. In fact, initially, I recommend you only pinpoint one. Just pinpoint one agency that you want to focus on initially and get to know their contracting officers, get to know who their small business offices are, and those kind of things. Start to look at information on them. So once you've identified who it is, now it's very easy to go to their websites and look at forecasts and different things like that, to look up news reports, different things, to go back into SAM and start to look at active acquisitions and things like that. And you can start to look through those kind of things. It just boils down to get to know your customer. Step one, get to know your customer. That's the most important thing, because if you're just chasing everything, at the end of the day, you're chasing nothing. So we want to zero in, get to know who the customer is, get to know as much as we can about them, and then start to develop our strategy. So you may spend a month or two just getting to know who they are, how they buy, what they buy, all that kind of stuff before you even put together your strategy. So that's step number one. Get to know your customer. Use the SAM data bank. It's so powerful. There's so much in there, but start there. That's all you have to do. Start there, get to know them, and then we can build a strategy after that. So if you have questions about this, as always, you know how to reach me. See you next time.